Hi everyone, Ingrid here, teaching the Gentle Flow 16 minutes, and a little nervous, haven't done this before. For those of you who know that come to my class every Tuesday, you know I'm a nurse, and it's been a challenging time and lots of fear, going between fear and hope. But really, this has been so good having my yoga practice. It has really helped to ground me and help me to really find hope in my practice. So we're going to start off, and I just want to let you know, just to maybe have a scarf, a towel, maybe some washcloths available to you, something that you have at home, a mat obviously, and maybe something rolled up like a blanket, or you could have some cushions for the end of practice, a little fun that we have at the end of the practice. So I'd like you to start on your backs. You can stay sitting, but if you can start on your back, your knees can be bent and feet to the edges of the mat and hands by your side. And just start to arrive and just notice maybe the texture of the mat, maybe the temperature of the mat, noticing maybe the clothes on your skin, maybe the air on your skin. And as we move inward, notice your breath, beautiful breath. Noticing the inhale, noticing the exhale. Noticing what parts of you move when you breathe. As we move inward, notice your heart. I invite you to place your left hand on your heart. Maybe you feel your heart beating. Just with that inward gaze, think about that beautiful heart moving nutrition, oxygen, and energy through your body. There's a beautiful quote from Maya Angelou about hope and fear, and how you can't have them both at the same time. They don't occupy the same space. And you get to invite what's in that space. So in this moment, I invite you to feel what it feels like in your heart, in your body, to have compassion. It feels like when you love something, and hope. Just note that. How does that feel? And as you feel that in your body, notice how that radiates through your body. Notice how every cell takes on that feeling. I invite you to set an intention for your practice. I'm inviting the idea of hope through these uncertain times, but noticing as we move with love and compassion and hope, how that really is our inner strength, and that will get us through these uncertain times. Slowly open your eyes if they're closed. I invite you to straighten out your legs on the mat if that feels good, or keep your knees bent. We're going to bring our hands to our low ribs. And just slowly notice when you inhale what happens to the rib cage. Maybe you feel the ribs pressing against the hands, and then slowly notice as you exhale, maybe they draw in. Just 3 of your own breaths, breathing in And then slowly exhaling everything out. We're going to do a equal part breathing. And as with any breathing practice, just notice how it makes you feel. If it makes you feel anxious or you can't get a deep breath, just come to your original breath. Really, this is inviting some relaxation. So we're going to start with an inhale here. And then exhale everything out. Starting with 4 in, 4 out. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Last one. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. And slowly just return to your own breath. Feeling, noticing out in your body. And let your breath and your body breathe for you. And slowly bring your arms by your side. And slowly take your feet together. And then walk your feet to the right side of the mat. So walking your feet to the right side of the mat. And just noticing how that feels. You can lift your arms up either into a T or straight arms. If you can't bring your arms down, you can come into cactus arms. And then slowly bring your arms towards the right side of the mat. Maybe taking the left hand onto the right wrist. Coming into a banana shape. And breathing here. Noticing maybe some stretch from the pinky toe edge, the left toe, all the way maybe to the baby finger on the left side. And breathe here. Option to take your left foot over your right ankle. If that doesn't work for you, just stay where you are for one more breath. And slowly, we're going to unwind from this. So if your top foot is over the right foot, just bring it back down. And slowly walk your feet towards the middle of the mat. And then take the arms above. And then just let's do a nice stretch. Let's stretch that all out, squeezing the fingers, squeezing the toes, and then release. We're going to move and walk the feet now to the left side of the mat. And then slowly bring your arms towards the left side to form sort of a banana shape or a crescent shape. And then notice how that feels. And then slowly take your right wrist over your left if that works for you. Again, if your arms don't reach the ground, you can come into cactus arms. Just notice your breath. And slowly, I invite you to take the right ankle over the left if that feels good for your body. And breathe. And we'll slowly unwind out of this shape. And the top ankle comes back to the mat. Walk your feet to the middle of the mat. And then extend the arms out again, stretching just like a morning stretch. Oh, squeeze the fingers, squeeze the toes, feel that tension, and then release the tension. Bring your arms by your side. We're going to slowly stay on our backs and keep our legs extended. Bring your fingers, bring your attention to what we call our AISs or our hip bones. And just bring your fingers to them and just give them a nice little rub. Anytime you bring attention to an area of our body,
We become more sort of embodied in that space. Now, what I'd like you to do is bring your hip bones towards each other and just notice how that feels. We're activating those beautiful deep TBAs, or our deepest abdominal muscles, and then release. So we're going to inhale. You may even feel your hip bones coming towards each other, and then exhale, release. Notice the helpers. Maybe your butt muscles are helping out. See if you can relax those as you move the hip bones towards each other. Last time, inhale, bring the hip bones towards each other, and exhale, release. This time we're going to bring the hip bones towards each other and lift our right foot off an inch from the mat. Hold here and breathe. Exhale, release. Inhale, draw the hip bones towards each other. Lift the left foot up an inch. And just notice, and exhale, release. Going to do 2 more times each side. Inhale, draw the hip bones towards each other. Lift the right foot up. Exhale, release. Inhale, draw hip bones towards each other. Lift the left foot up. Exhale, release. 1 more time, each side. Inhale, draw the hip bones. Lift the right foot up. Exhale, release. Last one, inhale, lift, and draw the hip bones towards each other. Exhale, release. Slowly bring your feet to the mat. Inhale, draw the right knee towards your chest and interlace your fingers on top of your shin bone. Pause here and draw your knee towards your chest, and then press your shin towards your hand. And at this point, you can extend that left leg out if that feels good to you. Flex your top foot and keep that push-pull happening within the knee and the hand. We're going to slowly take our hands and interlace the back of our thigh, our right thigh. Push into your right thigh with your hands and your hands into your thigh. Flex the top foot and see if you can draw those hip bones towards each other. Feeling again that tension, that push-pull. Breathe. And then see if you can lift that bottom foot, that left foot off the mat, and pause here in what we call a half boat. And breathe here. And then release. Bring the foot down, bring the knees up, pause here. Inhale, interlace the fingers and grab onto your left shin, flex the top foot, and draw your knee towards your chest. Notice the energy as you push into your hands and your shin into your hands. Notice that connection. And then slowly interlace your fingers behind your left thigh. Flex your top foot, and slowly I invite you to take the right leg to the mat. Again, find the connection between the hands and the thigh, flexing the top foot. And then draw your hip bones towards each other. I invite you to lift your right foot up and notice what parts of you are working and what parts are soft. And then the helpers, notice if your jaw's tightening. See if you can soften that. And then exhale, release, and release the foot back down to the mat. We're going to add on. So inhale, bring the right knee to the chest. Interlace your fingers behind the thigh. Flex the top foot. Inhale, extend that left leg, lift it up, and then I invite you to lift the head and chest up. Hold here and breathe for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release. Let's switch sides. Left knee to the chest, extend the right leg, press into your thigh, your hands into your thigh, draw those hip bones towards each other, lift the right foot up, and then lift the head and chest. Hold here and breathe. And then slowly, let's release that. Bring both knees to chest. And just move in any which way that feels nourishing to the body. You can do circles. In both directions. And then we're going to slowly make our way to our right side. So those of you who've been in my classes several times, we do a movement, a Feldenkrais movement, which is very somatic and moves us into our body. And right now it's so important to be in our bodies. So you can take your blanket or your towel and place it under your head if you have any neck issues. So I've got a nice little scarf here, and we're going to extend both arms out with our palms facing forward. Knees are bent, and you're in a very comfortable place. We're going to slowly walk our top hand up and caress our beautiful arm all the way and open up. Just slowly extending and pressing our hands together, finding the simplicity of this movement. Breathing with your movement in any which way that feels nourishing. Just finding a way of making this easier, more efficient, and breathing. And just notice as we caress and become more intimate with our movements, how we move inward. Next time your arm moves down to the palm, see if you can go past the palm. Go past the palm and then start to move the arm all the way up, opening up. Past the palm, and just tracing and finding, just like a dancer, the movement, the simplicity of your beautiful body. Last one. On your last one, just open up the arms and see if you can press your shoulders down towards the mat and slowly bring that top knee forward, coming into a bit of a twist, and then bringing your back knee back and just looking up or looking at the opposite shoulder, coming into a reclined twist here. And just noticing how you can soften in those places. One more breath here. And then slowly bring that top arm down. We're going to bend our knees and come into what I call a clamshell. So you can bring your elbow underneath your head, you can use a pillow. And we're going to squeeze our knees together. So squeeze your knees together, and we're going to just slowly lift the top foot up. So squeezing and lifting your top foot up. Just noticing here where you feel the movement. And we're really targeting that wonderful muscle called the glute med. And we use that for walking and running. 2 more. See if you can add a little resistance now, as if there was a block between your feet. 3 more here. Beautiful. Squeeze your feet together now, and let's lift the knee up. So lift the knee up. We're going to do 3 just without resistance. Just notice again, where do you feel tension in your body? I know for me, I start to feel tense in my shoulders. See if you can soften the shoulders. Now in these last 3, I want you to invite some tension, as if you had your hand on your top thigh and you were pushing up, and you can even leave your hand there. And just add some tension to the movement. And notice where you feel muscles working. We know that we are all connected. So you may feel tension in other places in the body. And then rest. And just pause here. Next one, we're going to bend our top knee, extend the top leg out, and sweep it behind us. Make it nice and slow. So bend coming into the top of the leg, extend, sweep it behind us. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, sweep it behind you. Inhale, forward. Sweep it behind you. See if you can do it even slower. And notice again what muscles we're targeting here. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Last one, hold your leg up in front of your mat and notice if you can feel the muscle working. Again, those 3 muscles in your glutes, and hold here for 3, 2, 1. And let's bring the knees together and let's roll onto the other side. I'm going to come around this way so you can see me. And again, using anything for your neck, we're going to come right to that left side and bring our palms towards each other. Again, in this beautiful shoulder opener, but also a beautiful way of opening up and embodying the body. So palms together. Get a really nice, comfortable knees together. And we're going to just slowly again start to trace our fingers, open up our chest, look up, and just move with our own breath, our own grace, and just tracing and opening. And finding a way of making this efficient, simplistic. How can we make this easier in our bodies? And tracing and opening. Smiling, knowing that our bodies do so much for us without us even being aware of it. 2 more like this. On this next one, as we lift up, bring your palms a little bit farther and just start reaching forward, maybe onto your mat, the floor, or your carpet, wherever you are. And just start to come forward at that palm. And just notice again the muscles that are the helpers here. See if you can maybe isolate this movement to your thoracic spine, muscles in the arms. Again, going as slow, as fast as your body is asking for. Last one here. As we bring our fingers up, arms start to open up the chest, and maybe you can place your arm down or by your side, and slowly bring the shoulders maybe towards the mat. Top leg come forward, knee bent, and back knee to the back of the mat. And just notice here in our reclined twist, breathing here, you can look at the opposite shoulder or look up, whatever works for your neck. Close your eyes. Slowly coming back to your knees together. Bringing, either coming onto your shoulder or bringing the arm forward. We're going to come into our clamshell again. So bring and tighten up the knees towards each other, and then just slowly start to lift your top foot. Again, just notice as you kind of let the movement go, how maybe there isn't as much engagement. You just let the body understand the movement, and then we can start to add resistance. So coming up with resistance and coming down with resistance. Bring your hand here to hold yourself up if you need. Do 3 more like this. And the last one. And then pause and take a breath. And squeeze the feet towards each other. And then we're going to slowly open up the knees. We're going to lift the top knee up, open up, and come down. Without resistance, just start to recognize the movement. And then we're going to start to add resistance. And again, notice what fires up as we add resistance. Notice if you start getting tense in the jaw or the shoulders, see if you can allow those helpers to soften. We'll do 3 more like this. And last one. And then squeeze the knees towards each other. Take a big breath. We're going to slowly bring that top knee forward. Extend the leg. Sweep it behind us. And bring the knee forward. So inhaling, coming forward. Exhale, sweep it behind you. Inhale, forward. Exhale, sweep it behind you. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. All the way back. 3 more. Again, notice what muscles are trying to help here, and see if you can continue to soften those muscles and really isolate the movement right to our glute med. Last one. When we come to the front, just hold the leg forward, flex the top foot, and just hold it here. And breathe. And then slowly bring the knees together. We're going to come and roll onto our bellies. And again, take any little blankets or scarves or towels away. And we're going to just bring our palms on top of each other with our head resting on our palms, on our tops of our hands. And then just move the hips side to side. We're just feeling the hips, feeling our belly on the mat. Feeling our head resting on our hands. We're going to slowly lift our elbows up and draw our shoulder blades together. And then exhale, bring our elbows down. Inhale, lift the elbows up, draw the shoulder blades together. Exhale, elbows down. 2 more like that. Inhale, lift up the elbows, draw those shoulder blades together. Exhale, and down. Last one. Inhale, lift. Shoulder blades together. Exhale, bring them down. We're going to add on here, okay? Inhale, lift elbows up, draw shoulder blades together, lift the head up. Exhale, head down, elbows down. Inhale, elbows up, shoulder blades together, head up. Exhale, elbows down. One more time. Inhale, lift up the head, elbows, shoulder blades together, head up. Exhale, everything down. Adding on here. Inhale, lift the elbows up, draw those shoulder blades together, lift the head, now lift the feet. Hold here. Bring the feet down, head down, elbows down. Breathe and hold here, maybe shimmy the hips side to side. 2 more. Inhale here, elbows up, shoulder blades together, head and chest up, feet up. Breathe. Feet down, head down, elbows down. Shimmy the hips side to side. Last one. Inhale here, elbows up, shoulder blades together, head and chest up, feet up, and then take the feet as if you're swimming, maybe the flutter kick. And breathe here. Again, noticing any twinging in the back, bring your feet down or widen the feet out. And then slowly, feet down, head down, elbows down. Shimmy the hips side to side. And breathe. We're going to bring our hands to our low ribs and come all the way into child's pose. So feet can be toes touching, knees to the outsides of the mat, arms extended. Coming into any nourishing child's pose and hold here and breathe. Again, noticing how the body feels after all that movement. Two more breaths. We're going to slowly walk our hands forward, coming into all fours. We're going to spread our fingers out and just come and do a couple of cat-cow. So tuck your toes, broaden your collarbone, spread your fingers out, and slowly tip the tailbone forward, looking forward. And then exhale, rounding the back, pressing into your hands, coming into cat pose. So we're going to do 3 more rounds. And just move with your own breath, feeling the energy moving up and down the spine. Last one here. And then coming to our neutral spine. If you have your towel or your blanket handy, just bring it to the front of your mat. Now, if you're on carpet, you can do this also. You can use just your hands and the action. So we're going to come to what I call puppy pose slides. And these are really great to get an opening. Again, we're working with the thoracic spine and opening up the back. So bring your hands onto your blanket and spread it out like this. I'm going to use a scarf from home. So we're going to tuck our toes. We're going to inhale, come forward, open up, and draw it in. So we'll do it nice and slow. Inhale, come forward, open up the arms, draw them in. So inhaling, coming forward, pause, open up, slowly draw it in. I'm going to do 2 more. Inhale, forward, open up the arms, exhale, draw it in. Last one. Inhale, forward, open up the arms, slowly draw it in. So now we're going to do the opposite. We're going to take the arms wide, slowly open up, so reverse circle towards and back in. So open up, extend the arms wide, draw them in, and slowly bring it towards you. Let's do 3 more. Open up. Here we go. Slowly. So reverse circle. See if you can just move in a way that's nourishing to you. And then slowly drawing in. Here we go. Wide. Extend. Bring the hands towards each other. Last one. Extend the arms out wide. Extend the arms out. Bring them towards each other. And slowly bring them in. Beautiful. Let's just shake it out. Let's take the hips side to side. And then with your blanket in front, just leave it there. We're going to bring our hands again, but a little bit bigger than shoulder length apart.
Tucking the toes. We're going to inhale, extend that right leg back. Right leg back. Hold here. Again, see if we can come back to those those ASISs, our hip bones coming towards each other, and finding maybe our belly away from the elastic part of our pants, finding our balance here. Hold. And then we can slowly, with the blanket of the towel, we can start to bring that left arm forward and then draw it in. So, left hand slides. I love calling these my sunbird slides. Anybody who does my classes know this is one of my favorite postures to make fun movements. We're just slowly moving the hand forward and drawing it back in. Again, forward and drawing it back in. Last one, forward, hold here, and option to lift that left arm up. Breathe. Exhale, bring the hand down, draw it towards you, knee down, maybe take the hip side to side. Yay, you got that tush going side to side. You guys know I have a great sense of humor. I'm a little nervous, so what the heck. Here we go. We're going to do the other side, okay? So hands on your blanket or your towel, your scarf, tucking your toes, or the toes can be untucked, whatever feels good for your knee. And then extend that left leg and get your balance here, really noticing again, draw those hip bones towards each other. And then bring your right hand to the blanket or your towel, and then just slowly start to bring it forward. And then draw it in. And again, notice in your body where the helpers are, where can you soften? And again, we're so different on where our targets are. Let's notice, how can you make this more efficient, more simplistic in your own body? Last two. When you get to that last one, keep the arm extended, push into that blanket, and option to lift the arm up. And feel the energy, feel the strength here. Breathing here. And then exhale. Hand comes down, knee comes down, bring your hand towards, and then again, we're going to shimmy back and forth. Just finding the energy here. And then slowly bring your blanket to the side. And come back to our all fours, which I'm going sideways so you guys can see me. Okay, spreading your fingers. We're going to step that right foot forward. So right foot comes forward. Press into your right foot. And then bring that hip back, pressing into the top foot, and maybe bring your left knee back. Untuck your toes and hold here for a moment. Just find your low lunge here, looking forward. We're going to take that left hand, we're going to bring it to sort of the edge of the mat and bring your right hand to your right thigh. And just maybe looking toward the right side. Extend that right arm forward. So reach it forward as if I was grabbing your wrist and pulling it forward. And then come to the top. Lift now. I'm pulling your wrist up. And then now you're going to go grab your friend's hand here. Yeah. And then let's sweep it forward. Pulling forward. Lift up. Bringing it back. Inhale forward. So we can add the breath here. Lift up. Exhale. Two more. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, sweep it back. Last one. Now we can make a little bit more circle. See if you can make it more random. There's more fluidity. How can you make it easier? And then last one. Let's bring it forward. Hold here. Exhale, bring the hand to the mat. And slowly bring your knee back. Now I'm going to invite you to either come into downward facing dog if that is your practice, child's pose, or even just moving the hips side to side. So whatever you feel in your body today, just got 3 breaths here. Just noticing again, moving in your downward facing dog, finding your own feet can be wider, more narrow, pumping the heels up and down. And 1 more breath here. If you are in downward facing dog, please bring your knees down. If you're in child's pose, just come back into all fours. Again, spreading your fingers out, looking forward. We're going to step that left foot forward. Again, really find your posture first before we move into the other movements. So press into the top foot. Really press in. You're going to see what engages again. It's going to be that lovely glute med that we target a lot today. So press down, and then even just come out of the pose and bring your hip bone back. And really notice the engagement there. I'll slowly bring the right knee back, and then bring your right hand to the edge of the mat, left hand on your thigh. We're going to slowly again lift that left arm forward. And I'll come to the other side here so you can see. Left arm comes forward. As if I again am pulling at your wrist and then slowly lifting up. Again, that energy of someone pulling at that wrist coming up, and then again, someone holding your hand here and coming forward. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, coming back. Sweep it forward, reaching forward, reaching up, and coming back. Again, reaching forward, lift up, and come back. Let's make it more of a circle now, more fluid. Last one going around. Wherever you are, reach forward. Bring the hand down. Again, bring the knee down, either coming into child's pose, downward facing dog, or even cat-cow. Three breaths here, wherever you are. If you are in downward facing dog, bring your knees down. If you are in child's pose, coming up to all fours. We're going to slowly step the right foot forward and then the left foot forward and come to what I call a forward fold. And just allow everything to dangle. Yes, we are standing. And just taking the head, shaking the head. And just allowing everything to go here. And coming to our hands to our shins, looking forward. Exhale, releasing. Again, shaking the head side to side, if that works for you. Inhale, come to the halfway. Bring the hands to the low back, and let's push into our feet to come all the way up to standing. Yeah, let's shake it out. Can you believe it? We're standing. Yay! So, here we go. We've got our beautiful, either a rolled up blanket or a mat, and we're gonna bring it sideways onto our mat. So, just if I'm gonna give you a moment to roll up a blanket, or if you have an extra mat, and just come to a point we're going to be doing a little bit of a hamstring stretch before we move into some fun balance. So we're going to bring our right foot onto the mat and our left foot onto the mat. And then we're going to press our heels down. You're going to feel a beautiful stretch in the back of the legs or maybe, okay? And just allow the rest of the body to kind of relax a little bit, the shoulders. Bring your hands again on those lovely hip bones, okay? And we're just going to bend in the knees a little bit and just come into a little bit of a fold here, not much, because what we're trying to do is find a stretch here with our, now for some people you may not feel this at all, for some people this is going to light up the back of your legs, okay? So come down only enough that you are hinging and that you feel some energy, some activation in the back of the legs. And hold here and breathe. And then slowly press into your feet and lift all the way up. Now you're going to feel that energy when you're coming up. We're going to just start to open up a little bit, lifting up the heels. I did this last night and my legs were really tight. They feel okay today. I'm just going to roll here. And then we're going to have a little bit of fun. That's what it's all about. When we're in this practice, we forget about everything else that's going on in the world. And that's what we hope. That's where the practice is so wonderful. It provides us hope in ourselves and our inner strength. Okay. And we're going to take that lovely rolled up mat or the blanket or some pillows and just bring it to the center of your mat. And you know that we do this with dowels in my class, or we do this with blocks. But we're going to step our left foot forward and just allow that right foot to kind of dangle a little bit. So see, you can use a wall or the mirror here, and you can just start to allow there to be a little bit of movement. Just a little bit of movement. And this can be brought into real life, right? When we're walking in areas that are narrow or balanced. And again, coming back to drawing those hip bones towards each other. And notice that my body's kinetically always checking in. How do I keep this beautiful balance? Now for those of you who want to always, I like to go a little farther, we can bring that right foot forward and almost like we're on a slack line. Breathe, hold your arms up. And just notice here how your body is so amazing. It will kinetically figure this out. You can use a wall. And then exhale, hands to your ribs or your low ASIS, it's your hip bones, and bring that foot down. Let's switch sides. Just getting the pose here, figuring out the balance before your body can become used to the balance. Arms can be out, using a wall. And just allow the leg to do it. Maybe add some movements like a pendulum. And breathe here. And then when you're ready, option to bring that foot forward. And just again, notice how fun this is, that your body's continually kinetically figuring it out. And then maybe you find a moment, a pause. I love this practice because it takes my mind out of what's going on, my mind chatter, my fears, and it brings me right here in the present moment. And then slowly release, and let's just shake it out. You can bring this to the side. And let's come to the top of our mats. We're going to come into what we've been prepping the whole class into Warrior 3. Okay, so you can use a wall, you can use some blocks, or you can use anything, but we're going to start off with our feet hip distance apart. You're going to press into your left foot, and then just slowly slide that right foot back. Just slide it back. Bring your hands to your chest, and then just slowly start to come forward and lift that back foot up. You can use your arms outside, your airplane mode, or bring forward, whatever feels good for you now. And come back to that beautiful feeling that radiated through your body when we first started, that hope. That anything is possible. And then slowly bring the knee forward, feet forward, and then just shake it out. Shake all that energy up. Here we go. All right, here we go. Other side. So we're going to press that right foot into the mat. And again, just lift that left foot up. Just get used to being on one foot. And then slowly raise it behind you. So you can stay here. This is a beautiful place to stay, hands to chest. And then slowly start to lift that back foot up. And just again, notice how this feels in your body. You can stay here, or you can start to extend the arms. And breathe here. And slowly bring your hands to chest. Bring the foot down. Shake it all out. Shake it out. Get rid of that energy. Woo! Okay, beautiful. And we're going to make our way down. I can't believe how fast this has gone. All right, here we go. Inhale, lift all the way up. Exhale, come all the way down. So allow the knees to be bent, belly resting on your thighs, and we're going to bring the right knee down, the left knee down, and come to your left buttock, and then extend the legs. Beautiful. We're moving into our last few poses here. So what I'd like you to do is bring your fingers behind you, flex your front feet, and press everything in, coming into what we call a Dandasana, and just notice the energy here. Notice your energy from the beginning of the class to now. Just some lightheartedness. And then we're just going to release that. Bring your right knee towards your chest, and then bring that right foot beyond the left knee, coming into a twist here. So we're going to bring our left hand onto our right thigh. Bring our right hand behind us and press into those fingers and look forward. And then slowly turn towards the right side. And breathing here. Slowly unwinding, press into those back fingers to bring yourself forward, and then take that right leg down. We're going to bring the left knee towards our chest, bring your right foot or your left foot over your right leg, right arm around your shin, and then bring those left fingers behind you and press in to come really tall. Using your arms, turn towards that left side. Breathing here, noticing again what the helpers are in your body, and see if you can soften your face. Last breath here. Pressing into your back fingers. Come all the way to center and slowly bring that leg down. Shake it out. We're going to make our way down to our resting pose. So you can bend your knees and bring your hands down and slowly come down, or you can come down, a little add a bonus here, all the way down to our backs. Bring your knees to chest and 3 breaths to do whatever feels good to you. It could be a happy baby, knees to chest. And just allow yourself to embody any of these shapes that really are calling to you to nourish your own body. As we wind down, maybe the breath control becomes easier and softer. And we're going to slowly extend the legs when you're ready. Bring them towards the mat. And again, coming into any shape, you can, if you're at home, you can bring legs up the wall. You can put the pillows under your legs, a pillow under your neck, whatever you can do to rest completely. Taking feet to the outsides of the mats, the arms can rest beside you, or they can be up, captive, whatever feels good. Really nourishing in these last few moments that we have together. We're going to do a little meditation, what I call the metta prayer or meditation, which was shared to me by a lovely friend of mine, Lauren, and I've had it for years and I've used it, and these times it really feels appropriate. So as you arrive here in this beautiful body, in this beautiful space, your home, wherever you are, just let go. Let go of the breath control. Let go of any types of tension you're feeling. And we're going to start with this beautiful metta meditation. So if you feel safe, closing your eyes. And these are things you can say in your own mind. May I be free from danger. May I have ease of well-being. May I feel safe. May I be happy. May you be free from danger. May you have ease of well-being. May you feel safe. May you be happy. May we be free from danger. May we have ease of well-being. May we feel safe. May we be happy. Slowly allow the body to become aware of where you are. Maybe starting to deepen your breath. Coming back to that beautiful prayer. May I be free from danger. May I have ease of well-being. May I feel safe